We see in today's Wall Street Journal an article, or an opinion actually, by Mary Anastasia O'Grady, who sometimes is very good, sometimes she's not. But she has an article in here on what Castro knew about Lee Harvey Oswald. If you can get it, access it online, whatever, I suggest that you read it. It's pretty good. And she demonstrates that there's a lot of questions about what Castro knew before the fact relative to the assassination of President Kennedy. You know what they're trying to do now is to shift the blame on the John Birch Society. You know, the John Birch Society, was to blame for the atmosphere of hate in Dallas. And somehow this atmosphere of hate led to a communist Marxist to shoot the president. Now, does that really make sense to you? They're trying to change the whole picture of what happened with Kennedy, including the next article underneath that is exposing the myth of JFK's politics. And basically what it is they're trying to make Kennedy now into some sort of conservative. Now, listen, I lived through those years. I was scared to death when J.F. Kennedy was killed, that some deranged individual that they could somehow tie to the anti-communist movement killed Kennedy. When the subsequent events came out and demonstrated that it was Lee Harvey Oswald, it became very obvious that a communist killed Kennedy. That's simple. He wasn't a communist? Well, then why did he live in Russia? Why did he go to the Cuban embassy? A number of things like that. Even while he was in the Marine Corps, not later. And so from the very beginning, Cuba knew about this guy wandering around, professing the idea that he was a communist and wanted to kill Kennedy. So what can I say? But they're trying to now shift it over to the right wing, the John Birch Society, and therefore the Tea Parties, because after all, everybody knows that the Tea Parties were started by the John Birch Society. Well, at least that's what they say in the newspapers. So those are the sorts of things going on.